our next story is for our weed smokers, our herb smokers in the building. I think y'all gonna like this one. After lawsuit pressure, Florida advances marijuana amendment towards the 2026 ballot. Okay, weed smokers, this one is for y'all. Put some trees in the comments if you roll up 1 time, 2 time, tree time. First of all, to my island people, y'all see I'm doing a Jamaican accent. That is so so wrong, right? To stereotype, but we know our rosters, we know our Jamaican friends love. They like to roll up, okay? But our next story is, I'm just playing with y'all, right? Let's get into what's gonna happen on the 2026 ballot. Yes, throw some smoke. Is that some smoke in the thing? Because JJ, I know how you get down. I know how you get down. If Alexa's watching, I know how she get down. But let's get into what's happening in 2026. Weeks after a pro-marijuana group sued the DeSantis administration and the Florida Supreme Court for allegedly slow walking the process to put an amendment on the ballot, Florida elected officials announced that they have taken that step. Attorney General James Udemare asked the court in a brief Tuesday to dismiss the case because a day earlier, Division of Elections Director Maria Matthews completed the step that Smart and Safe Florida sued the state over in late October. This involved issuing a letter acknowledging that the organization had enough support to advance its proposal to legalize recreational marijuana. The sole relief sought by Smart and Safe's position is an order compelling respondents to issue the letter, thus advancing the initiative petition, the state's response. I don't even know what that means. Let's get into what the meat and potato is. This is the second lawsuit Smart and Safe has filed against the DeSantis administration over its proposal, and came months after the pro-marijuana group nearly legalized recreational use of the drug during the 2024 election cycle, although the initiative garnered 56% support of Florida. So the majority of Floridians wanted this. It fell short of the 60% threshold needed to become part of the state constitution. Isn't that crazy? About 4%, we lost the ability to have legal recreational use of marijuana. That failure came on the heels of a massive and expensive statewide campaign by Governor Ron DeSantis, First Lady Casey DeSantis, and other top officials who were vehemently opposed to legalizing weed, alleging it in a slew of press conferences that everything from the smell to corporate greed would damage the state. But as y'all can see, this is moving forward to the 2026 ballot. And if you want to read more about this, you could go to the Miami Times, one of our partners, who is reporting on this. And, hopefully we'll see a difference in the 2026. I think that recreational marijuana is, oh, look at y'all. Y'all don't showed up. I see some trees in the chat. Oh, okay. All right, Ray, we see you. I pleaded fifth. I don't intake. You don't inhale. Okay. Bill Clinton. You getting your Bill Clinton on, Rudy. I'm sorry, y'all, for that accent. So all my Jamaican massive, my Caribbean massive, I love you. But yeah, I'm hoping that this becomes law and that we can, stop criminalizing people for doing something that is, to me, something from the earth. I know I sound like one of the pro weed people, but I do partake. Here's the thing. I am what I call a social partaker of weed. I don't do it every day. I don't even know how to roll up or do none of that. I do take CBD, for sleep and for anxiety and for stress. So I do like those properties. I do take it for pain as well, CBD. And sometimes when I'm having fun, it's a birthday, it's a party, a friend, we having a good time, vacation mode, I will partake, and I have no qualms about it. I hope that don't offend anybody, but I don't see anything wrong if you're doing it in a healthy way. You're not hurting yourself and not hurting other people, and weed doesn't do that. I think some people, it makes them a little irritable if they don't have it, and that's a problem. I've been I told the story before that one time when it got really bad with one of my abusive ex, he couldn't find his weed, very crackheady, right? And because I wouldn't help him find it, he ended up putting his hands on me. So I've seen people, like, when they're so dependent on it, that they become irritable and angry. But for the most part, the people who I feel like know how to partake and balance it and use it properly, it does nothing. So the criminalization of it and the negative stereotypes of it, I don't agree with. Even though I've seen the negative sides of it, I do feel like most people don't. Um, it doesn't affect them in that way. And I also think that too, this has been something that has been criminalizing Black and brown people for decades. And I think that making recreational marijuana will taking that, and I'm hoping that too, then legally people who are in jail or have records behind that, they could get those things not expunged, but uh taken off their record, so that that is not following them and stopping them from jobs and licenses and things like that. So there's so many positive implications for legalizing marijuana, and I hope that, you know, the voters, we're able to reach that 60% and we get it done in 2026. Y'all make sure y'all keep an eye out for that on the ballot.